Namaste, 2Bs. Today I want to talk about coming out of the broom closet, and a big shout out to Sunshine Morning Ray. And this time I really hope this video uploads, because the first time I had it all made, and it was all ready to go, and my connection decided it wanted to misbehave, and basically the whole thing just got deleted. And I was like, I had to find my happy place. And the second time, I had a visitor in my room, because a lot of time I tend to get people walking through my door. And so hopefully this time I can get through it. Wish me luck. Anyway, so in 2004, I decided to kind of start studying the whole system of witchcraft and learn kind of what magic is about. Even though it was kind of like the whole cheesy cliche, turn your hair different colors, turn your eye different colors, and also do other protection spells using like threads and wine bottles and weird stuff like that. And so it kind of perked my interest in the system of witchcraft, I guess you could say. And my mom found out about that, and she was not happy. And basically, she shouted at the top of her lungs, "I don't believe in this magic shit," and stormed out of the room in near tears. It was a really terrible day. So, in between 2004 to 2010, I was going in between reading Scott Cunningham's Lookout for a Solitary Practitioner, and excuse me, going to church and trying to be a Christian, because I have had a pretty heavy Christian influence on my life and just pretty much had it forced on me as far as I can remember. And so I was kind of going in between, which one do I do? I was so confused and lost and all that good crap. So, and basically around the summer of 2010, near summer solstice, I decided to just take that leap of faith and be a follower of the goddess and God, and I really haven't looked back. But of course I've had my share of, I won't say backlash, but my share of trials for it. My neighbor took it the hardest, because we used to go to church all the time, and we used to do Bible studies every Sunday, and she was pretty much devastated. So when she first found out that I was starting to convert to paganism, she took me aside and basically said, what you're doing is idolatry, it's wrong, if you're not careful you're gonna go to hell. And one day she pulled me aside, and this was when we would carpool together, and she said that if I didn't truly love Jesus, I shouldn't take communion. And she went on this kind of rambling thing. I think it was Paul and Corinthians, I'm not really sure now. And she said that if I took communion and didn't truly love Jesus, then, quote, I would get sick or die early, end quote. And she didn't want to see me get sick or die early. I was like, what? So it kind of stung in a way that she would say something that harsh, and that supposedly a loving God would allow someone to get sick or die early for just taking communion, and they didn't truly love Jesus. So I kind of, I don't know, in a way pushed me further away from Christianity, even though I respect the religion in general. So that was a fun time. So I basically just tried to explain to her what witches believe and why they believe what they believe. And it's kind of funny that one night she got so frustrated with me, and I asked her a question. I don't really remember which question it was now, but she got so frustrated and she just blurted out whatever came to her mind, which was, the Bible says shamans eat their babies. And I was just like, I was trying not to break down in laughter. I was like, where in the world does it say that? And I actually reminded her of that one time, and she claims to not remember that. But being pretty much a practicing shaman while being, on my spiritual path, I know for a fact that's not true. Oh my god, I just get a huge kick out of it every time I think about it. As far as other Christians go, they're relatively, they don't care really, at least the ones I meet at work. Mostly because they don't know what my jewelry is, or, sometimes I get asked if what I'm wearing is the Star of David, which, just FYI, the Star of David has 6 points, whereas the Pentacle only has 5, or pentagram, whichever one. And so, I mean, it's kind of a blessing that people can be so ignorant in a way, and sometimes that can work to your advantage. So, when it comes to that, I mean, people really don't care, but occasionally I get somebody who goes, weird jewelry, and they take a pamphlet from their purse or wherever, and they go, here's some lunchtime reading, and I'm just like, no thank you, but I take it anyway, smile, nod, and then, throw away later. But, it's just, being an ex-Christian, I kind of know where they're coming from with, wanting to spread that love and wanting to know, people to know what love is, as far as from a source of divinity. Whereas they just don't understand what witches really do. We don't worship Satan, we don't believe in the existence of Satan. And unfortunately, there are people out there who make us look bad, who claim they are witches and they worship Satan, which is a pet peeve of mine. But it's to each their own right. It's a free country. And as far as coworkers go, they really don't care. Half the time they don't know what my jewelry is. They usually ask me. Sorry, that was my phone. I have people Facebooking, apparently. Anyway, they really don't know what my jewelry is. I've had people ask me a lot on, where is it? This one? They ask me a lot what it is, and it's just the goddess in the center of a pentacle. And they're like, oh, that looks like a naked lady. So a lot of times people are like, it's a naked lady necklace. And I'm just like, thanks. I really don't care, but I'm like, thanks. And I've had one coworker tell me that I need Jesus and I'm a devil worshiper. But honestly, I didn't take him too seriously, considering he doesn't know what the rapture is. And I'm like, and you claim you're a Christian? To each their own. So, aside from that, I've been pretty blessed, and I even have bumper stickers on my car, and when I first put them on there, I just helped to raise awareness as to what witches and Wiccans and pagans, etc. believe. And now I just view it as my own personal expression, just like if someone has Jesus Saves on their car or something. It's just my own personal spiritual expression. Let's see, as far as, my job, people really don't care, and I'm rather blessed when it comes to that, since I work in a grocery store. Ooh, well, not very stereotypical of a witch to work in a grocery store. But I think it's time to break those stereotypes and show that we're not always wearing black clothing, not painting our nails black, wearing black makeup. I know I'm wearing a black shirt right now, but I just think it makes me look a little slimmer, that's all. And most of the time I'm wearing blue, actually. But, it's like, it's time to break that stereotype. We're not crooked-nosed older ladies, and we're not gothic-looking people who worship demons or Satan. And, I really recommend that you do come out of the broom closet, because at the time it can seem like everything's crashing down, but it's just, I think, a test to see if this was really meant for you, if you were really meant to be on this path. And in the end, it is a blessing, because you don't have to hide who you are anymore, and the people who truly love you will stay by you and support you, and those who don't, well, They can just fade into the dust like they are meant to. So, just be proud of who you are. Be proud of your religion, and show that we're not that stereotype that the church and Hollywood and books and movies put on us. So, that is my ramble for the day. I hope you guys have a very blessed weekend. Love and light. Blessed be. Bye-bye.